friends, and welcome to this video. It's one I'm very excited for because we're looking at the pages I completed in the month of April of 2024. I've got 10 books for you today, and in total I completed or worked on, because I also have some whips, 17 pages. That's quite a lot for me in a month. I feel like I've been quite productive in terms of coloring in the month of April, and I can't wait to show you what I've done because I think it's quite a diverse range. I'll start with some works in progress. So let's move the books onto this side and start with The Journey Through Asia of Rita Berman, where I've got one page, which is a work in progress. Now, I started very promisingly, I think, with coloring this and these elements. And I'm really happy with how I did this. I used Inktense, and this is Luminance. I did a little bit of gel, and it's not Jelly Roll, is the, yeah, something else. I'll find the name for it, but it's a gel pen, basically. I did that, so just a tiny bit of sparkle, if you can see. And then I went to this, which is one layer of Inktense. I feel like I need at least one more layer for this, so I'll give it a try. I'm not happy with how this looks for now. It looks really washed out, but I'll keep working at it and see what comes out of it. So, work in progress for now in the Asia book. Next up, we're going to Maria Trolley to Luna, where I started coloring one page. It's going slowly, but I'm happy with what I've got so far. I'm using polychromos pencils, and I just started working on some of these leaves with a combination of yellows and reds. So just started, but I'm getting there. And well, I also did the frame, and this is with Pit Artist Pen, one of the metallic colors. All right, so that's Maria Trolley in Luna. And then I did a few pages in 30 Days of Creativity of Johanna Basford. If you don't know yet, I am dedicating this year to a year of creativity, to trying to do as many pages from this book as possible. And I did a few. So I completed this one, which first I needed to fill in the missing pieces with the black pen. And then I went in with a gel pen. So this is all gel pen in two colors. I hope you can see the glitter there. I kept it very simple. It's a mandala. And then I also started this page, but it's a work in progress. As you can see, same colors, same gel pen. And then, yeah, it was a gel pen month for me in this book. I also did this, same gel pens, but different colors. And I hope you can see a little bit of the sparkle. Beautiful in daylight. Yeah, it was just fun. I didn't finish this one. I still want to do something here with the background, if you will. Not sure what yet, but yeah, I made a bit of progress in this book, 30 Days of Creativity by Johanna Basford. Next is in Hannah Carlson Jewelry Box. And this was my very first buddy color with a wonderful colorist I met on Instagram. What I'll do is I'll show you the page that I did, and then I'll add an insert of the page she did. And I'll also add the link to her channel so you can check her out. Then this was my page. Basically, I started with the petals, and let me show you a little bit of the shimmer as well, if you can see. So this is the blue is all gel pen, and then the orange is Inktense. I think three colors, three or four different pencils, and I just played with it, and I wanted to make it really intense, the color, so I put quite a bit of pigment on paper. This is also Inktense, just a little bit less pencil, and then I tried to just make the difference in color by watering it down. Um, this is also intense, 2 layers. Um, yeah, it's one of my first tries with Inktense as background, so I don't know what you think about it. I think I could have done it a little bit better, but I tried my best, and this is what I came up with. So maybe as I learn to blend a little bit more, it might come out smoother. Who knows? But I'm quite early on in my Inktense journey, if you will. So in terms of using it, I'm very happy with how the orange turned out. I think the lesson there is just to take it slower and put more pigment on the paper. Here, there's a little bit less at times, and perhaps that's where you see it. I'm quite happy with how this purple ombre came out. So yeah, they're different areas. What I'll do now is I'll move it to the side and also add the one right here. So take a look. It's beautiful, right? What I really like about it is how the background, this bluish background, really highlights, like helps the flowers stand out. I think that's pretty. And I want to thank you so much for doing this with me. It was super fun. So yeah, hope to do other ones in the future as well. Okay, so that was my first page in Hannah Carlson jewelry box. And next we're going to Secret Garden. So we're going back to Johanna Basford. And here I have a couple of things to show you. And I tried to do something a little bit different. Tell me if you appreciate this or not. So what I did, I had completed this one in March, and then I went in and did this one. Well, last one of the last few days of March, but I didn't show it because I filmed that video before, so I'll count this as April. So what I did is I used the same color as here for the flowers. So this purple and this little gold is Pet Artist Pen, Faber-Castell brush, and then I use Pablo's for the colors of the leaves. I think it's 2 colors of green from the Pablo's. And then here I wrote a poem of mine that I wrote at the end of July back in 2020. And I thought it's like fitting. It's like it's a nice combination of text and a beautiful garden surrounding the poem. So let me just read it for you because I thought it's calming. It made me think of nature and just letting things be. I let the wind blow me away today. Instead of going against it, I went with it. It didn't take me where I wanted to go. It took me where I was meant to arrive. I hope this brings you a moment of joy listening to this. And let's move on. I did another page in her book, and this was this one, also beginning of April. And here I used Pet Artist Pen for the leaves, all the purples and pinks, and then the background. You see, it's a little bit greenish. That's distress ink that I put just on top. Actually, I didn't use any masking fluid or anything. So this is my green heart in Secret Garden 10th Anniversary Edition. Now let's move on. We stay with Johanna, but we go to her flower book, World of Flowers. I did one page here, and I'm keeping in with my poetry theme. So I colored this. I think I basted at least the green. Yeah, the green. Oh, no, everything. I think I based everything in Pit Artist pens. And then I went over with polychromos, different colors for different flowers. I think it's cute. I'm happy with how it turned out. And then there was this space in the middle, and I felt like it needed a poem. So I put down another one that I wrote also in 2020. And it goes like this. Today was a bad day, but it was so good for so many others that it was a good day. I wish you as many good days as possible, whatever life throws at you, that you find whatever beauty there is in that moment. Yeah, so this was my page in World of Flowers. We're gonna move to Paris next. We're staying with Zoe de la Casse, and I did 2 pages in this book. I think I mentioned at some point I have 2 or 3 of her books, and the French editions from Hachette are on watercolor paper, or at least very high quality paper. So I thought, you know what? Let me try watercolors. So this is the first one I did, fully watercolor. It's 2 people in a museum, clearly. And yeah, this is what I thought that it would look like, that painting. I don't know how it actually looks like, but this is my interpretation. And then a second page I did was this of the Cordonnerie. And I had a lot of fun doing this one. I tried to play with color. Again, I have no clue how this actually looks like, but this is my interpretation of it. Do you see a lot of people were green and red in this one? I just tried to keep a limited palette. Yeah, this is what I ended up with. Beautiful paper to try watercolor on if you wanted that. So that's Paris. Then just a few more to go. 2 more books and then a few surprises for you. In Pocket Room from Coco Wo, this is on Amazon paper, and I usually use marker on this, alcohol marker. I did this one. It was simple, it was quick, it was fun, it was exactly what I needed. Just nice, not much depth to it. I didn't add 2 tones or anything. I just put marker on paper and this is what came out. And I remember enjoying doing it. So that's what it matters in the end, doesn't it? So this is Coco Wo. Then we go on to Crea Check, where I also use alcohol markers because it is also one-sided paper. I did this one. I thought, you know what? I feel in the mood for a really warm spring, which is really not the case here in the Netherlands. And again, a very simple page. I just had fun with colors with my alcohol markers. These ones were the Pro Marker brush from Winsor & Newton, the same I used in Coco Wo. This is what I came up with. It makes me happy. I think it's cute. It's bright. It makes me think of a beautiful day of summer. And that's what coloring is about, right? Having fun. So, Crea Check, her first coloring book. And now, I mentioned that I wanted to try my hand at watercolor as well. So I have this little booklet, sort of, notebook. I don't know what it is, but it's basically watercolor paper with some back faint drawing in the background like this. And basically, I did this one. It's sort of a loose interpretation of Paris, of the Champs-Élysées. And this is all done in watercolor. And yeah, it's very loose, as you can see, but I had fun doing it and sort of impressionistic, if you will. Yeah, not much, right? But I really enjoyed doing it. So there you go. That's my try at watercolor in this Bloc Aquarelle Prédessiné. If you're interested in these kind of things, they're from Clairefontaine. Oh yeah, look, it's also in English. Watercolor pre-drawn pad, and it has 6 drawings twice, so you can practice. Super cute. Not long to go. I also want to show you some flowers that I drew. Some more successful than others. I just wanted to try, yeah, doing a flower in watercolor. So this is what I ended up with. And this one, I followed a tutorial by De Winton Paper Co. As you can see, this one looks better than this one that I just tried on my own. Yeah, just a little bit of fun. I just thought I'd show you this as well. And then I'll end with what I did in my drawing art class in my local arts center, with watercolor as well. So I tried to draw a portrait from memory, and I ended up with this. Does not look anything like the person, I can promise you that. But hey, I did my best and I had fun with it. And this is another one I tried to do, well, as a portrait, a recreation of another person. Yeah, what do you think? At least you can tell they're people, that's for sure. They're expressive, like it's not, I don't draw very precisely. Yeah, but this is what I did. And last, what I'll do is insert a photo here because I already gave it as a present. But I also used a tutorial from the Winton Paper Co. To draw these California poppies in watercolor, and I gave it as a birthday present to a loved one. And I really, really enjoyed doing it. And I can't recommend the Winton Paper Co.'s tutorials enough. They're so wonderful. She explains it so well. I think the work she does is beautiful. So if you are interested in getting into watercolor, I think her channel is a wonderful start. So that's what I did this month, my coloring friends. How was your April? Um, I had quite a bit of variety. I really enjoyed it. I think I colored in a lot of Johanna books. I'm starting with Hannah Carlson books now. I also did Maria Trolley and of course Rita Berman. So it's quite a selection. I'm looking forward to coloring in May as well and to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.